Good morning, welcome to Wake Up Well. It's the 12th of March and we have been looking at the book of Jonah. Today's reading is from Jonah chapter 3 verse 10. I'm going to read it from two different versions, the NLT and the Amplified version. So the NLT version, it says, "When God saw what they had done and how they had put a stop to their evil ways, he changed his mind and did not carry out the destruction he had threatened." So does God change his mind? And we read in the Amplified version, "When God saw their deeds, that they turned from their wicked ways, then God had compassion and relented concerning the disaster which he had declared that he would bring upon them, and he did not do it." The word change his mind or relented means that he's moved to pity and have compassion. We know that in Numbers 23 verses 19, God doesn't change his mind. It says, "God is not human that he should lie, not a human being that he should change his mind. Does he speak and then not act? Does he promise and not fulfill?" And in Jeremiah 18 verses 7 to 8, we read that God said, "If I announce that a certain nation or kingdom is to be uprooted, torn down, and destroyed, but then that nation renounces its evil ways, I will not destroy it as I had planned." And there are a number of occasions where God has mentioned that if the people turn from their wicked ways and return to God, God will not bring judgment and disaster on them. The warning that Jonah gave to the Ninevites was conditional. Jonah had the responsibility to bring God's message of warning to them, and God was waiting for a response from the Ninevites. And Jonah knew that God will not bring judgments on the Ninevites if they repent and turn from their evil ways. As we read in Jonah chapter 4 verse 2, it says, "So he complained to the Lord about it. 'Didn't I say before I left home that you would do this, Lord? That is why I ran away to Tarshish. I knew that you are a merciful and compassionate God, slow to get angry and filled with unfailing love. You are eager to turn back from destroying people." This is the heart of God. He does not want to destroy people. He does not want anyone to perish. After the Ninevites received this message, this warning, they did not just say sorry, but there was a change in their heart and their attitude that led to a change of their whole lifestyle, a whole turning away from evil. God desires that no one should perish, but that because each one of us are created in his image. He loves us, and it grieves him when we are not like him. He wants us to come to recognize that we have drifted away from the very image of him who he has created us to be, and that we need to change and we need him. He is very consistent in his character. He does not change. He hates what is evil and he will bring judgment on it. But he is also merciful. He is kind. He's full of compassion. He's slow to anger. He loves to restore us back to him, back to have a relationship with him, back to have the same image of him. And that is why he sent Jesus, who took on the punishment that we deserve so that we could receive his love and be restored to God. This is God's love, justice and mercy in action through Jesus. So I want to leave you with Joel chapter 2 verse 13. "So rend your hearts, not your garments, and return to the Lord your God. For he is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and abounding in love." May we be obedient and take the responsibility of bringing the gospel to those around us, and may the hearers of that message turn their hearts back to God.